Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. It's great to have you here and nice to be
Yeah.
visiting.
Yes. And I'm delighted to be here
Oh,
because of all the memories here, and it's the connection with Justin, with the community in Albuquerque, but also with all the people that would come and visit with him. You know.
Yeah.
And so we're here to talk about remembering connections.
Yes.
Connection.
Yeah.
And
when you feel the word connection in your body, what do you feel?
Oh, that I feel joy.
Oh.
It brings you back to joy.
Yeah.
And to is it all the time? Maybe not. But it's a process where you unfold with it. And we are so lucky that we have met Justin and we were able to come and be with him in his presence.
Yeah.
And like I say all the time, I'm lucky for all the corrections I got from him, but now I see them as good fortunes.
Yeah.
So I don't call them corrections anymore. That's it. It's over with, and I'm glad because it's liberating in a way,
Yeah.
So the good fortune of being helped through this practice. Yeah. That's what I see it that way.
Yeah. When I think of connection for me, I think like I feel like a completeness or a quiet being at home, but like without static.
No interference.
Yeah. Just a peace and ease and a quiet. And I keep pointing here because, and I don't know if I'm in the camera for that, but like the Dantian, I keep pointing to that. Like I keep the invitation of connection, which maybe starts. We learn, or I'm learning how important the Dantian is, even after 30, however many years. It to me it feels like a new place of connection, and then from there, relationally connecting and including more and more and more in my day-to-day life.
Yes.
So
it's really a gift that he gave us, a gift that transforms lives. It transforms us, and I think that everybody in the community has felt that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, students wouldn't take the step, the class. Something has moved inside, even if it was for a split second. It's there, and that moving is what we are calling for. Because in a sense, even if we didn't know it then, we knew that was important. And like Justin has said, it's prana calling. Other teachers, April has said that, everybody said that. It's which knows inside. And so are we willing to go there every time?
Yes.
And it's a choice we make every time we do our practice. And there is an evolution through that practice. And are we willing to go, I don't think we need to add anything. And there was maybe a lot of, but we have to do it this way. We have to flow with the practice. And that flow and that letting go will show us a lot more than we think we can get by doing.
Yeah, and you know, the word that's coming to my mind when you talk about that letting go is follow. That we are actually following rather than, you know, in leading. You know, like doing. We're following. We're merging with, but we're following. We're like listening and following.
Yes.
So
yes,
that's...
and so I know when this will be shown during the conference, it will be the oh, do I remember when?
Do you have a slide? Do you have a slide for us? Maybe next year. Stay tuned.
Yes. Well,
but who's in charge? No, just kidding.
Not in charge.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so in my when you're watching Justin on video, you know, we were lucky enough to watch him if we were ready to see him in live. But when you watch him on video, don't be overwhelmed with the hand movement. It can appear to, oh, he's like this, he's like that. No. When you watch him and you have his video, go with what's happening here.
Yeah.
And follow him from there.
Yeah.
And then you will see that everything is in sync. You know, there is no... But you say, oh, he's not perfect. He's not the same there and there. No, because he went with the energy. But... And there was a total let go. You see it in his wrist. And in the wrist, watch the one that's moving. Watch the hands that's moving. And you see it's not like this. The other one is like that because he had a heart problem that complicated this. But when you look at the other one, it's really open so that you can relax into it and go with it.
Yeah.
And so watch him from... this in you, that's the most important, and then see how effortless he is.
And I almost would suggest, and I try to do this, so this is just for me and remembering how I work with his materials, and what I think is maybe the most important gift that he gave us is Tai Chi Chih is for each one of us individually, even though it's a universal invitation of knowing, but it's also so personal. So my personal way of working with Justin's materials is like if I watch him on video, I might try to feel in my body and feel into the flow of what he's doing. So it's like a feeling knowing or a feeling awareness as opposed to like a mental watch, because that takes me a little bit too far away from what I don't want to miss. So I'm trying not to watch mechanically. I'm trying to feel fluidly, and that helps me. And to be honest, that's the same way I work with his books. I will read a sentence, and if it's, you know, if I'm drawn to a sentence in one of his books or something that he said, I might work with that sentence or even a part of that sentence for a year or 2 years or 5 years. I am working with all of my being. I'm feeling into these, and I do feel much of his teachings, and this is for me again, they have energetic downloads for us. So they're like in service to the process of Tai Chi Chih is the same way with all of his books and his videos and everything that he had to offer. So that's for me, that's my personal way. It's so personal, and that's also the gift. We were talking about this earlier.
Yes.
He saw us all individually. He worked with us all very specifically. It wasn't like a one size fits all.
No. And
yet he was so patient and loving as a backdrop.
And then he gave us the choice.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't understand, you know.
In the moment, you mean?
Yes. Yeah. He knew that there was unfolding that needed to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when he corrected me.
Yeah.
good fortune, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but you did. Sometimes you were scared, or you didn't take it that way because you had, oh God, again that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was better than that already.
Yeah.
But no, it was bringing you back, and then it was up to you to go and find out for yourself. And so I have that story that I like to tell because I think it's amazing. It was amazing for me at the time. When I was in Albuquerque, and of course in a circle, and we're going to do the practice and everybody's there. And I was the only one from out of town. And I asked him to correct what he could see for me. And well, I didn't go very far in the practice. And he said, and he was across from me, he said, "You're leaning, dear." Mm-hmm. And I went, wrong, startled. I said, "Damn it." And then I look around like this, and I thought, well, if I'm leaning, everybody in this room is leaning. So I didn't take it very well, but all that is in my mind. And then the next thought I was, I don't want anybody to come and correct me. I don't want anybody to tell me anything. And then I thought, well, if you cannot take this, Caroline, well, you have no business being in this circle. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. And I thought of leaving, but I was afraid they wouldn't come and get me. So I stayed. And then I thought, that was old thing. And then I said, well, you have 35 more minutes. Mm-hmm. With him there in front of you, doing the practice. And I said, I'm a good monkey. I can follow. I can do that. And that was the best gift I could receive that day. And he was right. I was leaning. I was going too far. I was not really in my feet. And then I went with him, and I realized that day that he was totally effortless. It was like, wow, why didn't I do this early on? Really go with him, because my thought was a long time ago that the one he put there knew better than him. He was getting old, and then I realized he was not old at all. Yeah. He was showing me the essence of the movement, and that you cannot forget. It's like, and at that point, my practice started to be, was it effortless? No, probably not, but it started to be easy, very natural, going back and forth. And that was it. And then, I had other correction, but it's another thing. I think
one of the things I hear when you talk about that process of receiving good fortune or invitations, is this natural, and what we have to have compassion for the part of us that's like scared or in resistance, or there's no problem with that. There's no problem. It's natural to be like, ooh, and we all have our own, again, this is all very personal, but we all have our own, we've heard the word vasanas or vashanas, whatever, we have our patterns. It's okay, like they're patterns. Well, I heard this phrase recently, this word, and I think it really applies to Tai Chi Chih. Tai Chi Chih unwinds us. And as we are being unwound, those patterns come up for loving recognition. And in the moment of a good fortune invitation, it's like, it's like, why wouldn't we? Because Tai Chi Chih is all and the everything. It doesn't put anything out. We're not shutting anything out. So of course we're going to include all of our everything as we remember to stay in the bottoms of our feet, as we allow the learning of the following, the surrendering, the joining with, to the ease, to the place of ease.
Yes.
And
it's an amazing gift. It's an amazing transformation. I would say, because everybody says it. They started to do Tai Chi Chih, and Tai Chi Chih has changed their life. My life. Your life. And yes, and by like you said, when you read his books and his He gave it all to us.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
And we can go back, even for the people who never met him. You meet Justin every day when you do and follow the principle of that practice of being soft, of letting go, of going through the motion. And how far can you go with that? And it's always a listening, am I willing? Yes, am I willing to get it?
Yeah.
Or can I? And not every day is the same.
Yeah.
Right? No. But we are connecting to who and what we really are, and that's the gift he gave us. It's that transformation. And it doesn't matter how long it takes or not.
And the gift to me also about the Chi is that the Chi, I really feel, wants to know us as much as we want to know, feel, recognize in full completion of every cell, singing the glory of creation. We want to know the Chi, but like it's shared. The Chi is it's like calling to us. It wants us. It wants to know us. It's loving us unconditionally. And so, like, I want that. I want to know that. It's infinite, he says, right?
Totally.
Like you can never delve, you can never plumb the depths of Tai Chi Chih. And yet, I want that, and I'm,
Well, we all do.
I think it's the song of our soul. I think that might be the wrong word, but like, our essence wants to know its essence.
Yes, it's the songs of our being.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We can get trapped in words.
We get trapped in words. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
You know what else I want to talk about? Like, so one of the things that I feel that I want to convey, because I feel like it isn't always known. His books are pretty serious. Like when I read them, I think, oh gosh, but he was hilarious, and like he was so funny. He had such a great sense of humor. I remember, like he, we'd all be coming over to his house for meditation, and it probably won't translate, but he basically said, I really need to take stock in toilet paper. Take stock in a toilet paper company, because we were using up all his toilet paper, I was like, okay. And then another time, he had, we came in and there was like this whole row of Dixon Ticonderoga pencils that were sharpened. Like there were, 12 of them, because there might have been 12 of us coming. And we all sat down, for Teisho, for the talk. And he said, pens are verboten. He pointed to pencils. It's like, because apparently, and I don't know if this, apparently someone, but nobody knew who. I don't know how it happened. There was a pen mark on his leather chair, which he was upset about. So he said, no more. And then someone said also, and this is interesting, just gives you a little window. He had predicted that there was going to be a mark of pen on the chair to this person. And the person said, with the arrival of the mark of the pen on the chair, that Justin was teaching this person faith. Because Justin had predicted it. And then it happened. And so Justin, for this person, that was an example of Justin teaching this person faith. Faith in Justin, and what translates to that, faith in Justin equals faith in yourself. Yes. Because he was us, he was reflecting us to us. So that's cool. And then the pencil showed up, and then we were like, and I have these journals, I'm like, I can't even sew like these little pencil scratchings, but I still, he did it. He delivered with humor. And did you want to talk about Paul Reps at all? Because we have Paul Reps, and
so let good fortune jump on you, right? Mm-hmm. So that comes from him. So I remember one time I went to Carmen's retreat, and Justin would dash off. He would come at around 10 o'clock, stay with us, give correction, good fortune, and then leave after lunch. And that day, I don't know, he decided to stay. And there was Paul Rapp's book. And we went in the room where we practiced, and he took the book. And for an hour, he read out of this book. It was so wonderful. Well, and then he would play with the, where is it? Where is that little thing?
There it is. Yeah.
In the light, you know. And it was so delightful. It was full of joy. And
but that goes to that word play,
yes.
right? Like it you know, and it
yes.
Yeah, Leela, you know, Leela, the play of the Lord.
The play of the Lord, yes. So this is wonderful. I love Paul Reps as well.
Do you know, for people who might not know, do you want to say why Paul Reps is important to Justin? Because maybe there are people that don't know that are watching this. I'm you know.
Well, he's the one who brought him to go and change his life. He was working in the stock market. He told him that this is not for you. You need to.
You don't
get
belong.
out of there.
You don't belong there. Get out of there. You don't belong there.
And then he invited him to go to Japan with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Justin got his ticket on the boat, on the freighter, and Paul Reps never showed up.
But
Justin went, and that changed his life completely, I think. Yeah.
You know, we put tea in our cups because there was one Paul Reps poem.
Yes, in the big one, in letters to a friend.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And he says,
drinking tea stops the war.
Stops the war, or I stop the war. Yeah.
Stop the war.
So
there
cheers.
We go. Cheers. Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
And there are 9 hearts on this beautiful cup. Yeah, that Amy got from Japan. So, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
And breathe, right?
Yeah. So we've been talking, breathe.
Yeah. So to me, Tai Chi Chih is connecting to your own heart. If it starts there, that's already good. It's connecting here.
The Dantian. I don't know if they can see that.
The Dantian, yes. Mm-hmm. But it also connects here, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I got a card a long time ago. So I guess I'll talk about what I got from him. First conference I attended to after my accreditation, I see him running. Yeah. And I understood, relax when you do around the platter. And so my platter went, way here underneath. And Justin is coming. Well, I was very comfortable, And Justin came running and stopped in front of me and said, "Higher, dear, higher." And I went, whoops, okay. And then I understood that, you can stay here, which is really the heart. Mm-hmm. It connects you to your heart there. Mm-hmm. And you can let go also. You can be soft and letting go, So very different than going here, I guess. Yes, because this is what
activates a different part
of the body.
Yeah, it's the heart is so important, and it's I had a correction from him early on when I was at my first conference in Denver in '95, and I was doing Daughter in the Valley, and I had the timing off, and he came running over and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I don't know." And he he must have looked at my face like, okay, she really doesn't know. And he turned and walked away. And, but it was a great question because even just what are you doing? And my answer, I don't know. I mean, that stayed with me forever. I still work with that. What are you doing? And he also meant, because at that time in 95, there were conversations about Daughter in the Valley, and there were two different approaches. And that's, that is, I also feel that is the nature of us working together as a community. We are continuing these conversations. They're uncomfortable. They're not always easy. They're passionate. They're, we do the best we can. We follow up. All these things are important in these conversations. Mm-hmm. We're learning together, and we, anyway, it's how we are learning together as a community is challenging and good.
Yes,
not a problem.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to keep having these conversations, forever. Like, what's the next movement? I don't know, We're working with push-pull right now. We're working with heart level, we're working with, like, really being aware. I mean, there's a lot of things we're all just kind of working with. The resting pose, graceful conclusion, how long do we stay down? Do we stay down? Do we come up? Like, those are our current sort of thoughts and workings, and
And we have to be nice to ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I remember him saying, if you cannot find love in the heart of people, where would you?
Yes.
Where can you find it?
Yes.
So it's not.
And that starts with ourselves finding love in our hearts. I think for ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, that is not egotistical. That's a radical expression.
Yeah. In fact, it gave us the connection to our own body.
Yeah.
Because I remember I wanted to check out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because
absolutely.
And so the majority of the people, they want to check out because they don't like what they are seeing or something. And so there is all those addiction or things that comes and interfere in your life. But it really gave us that connection to our own body. And how well can you be in that body? How strong can you stay in that body? And then in that strength in the feet, in moving from the dantian, comes the softness that you can allow in your own life. And that's quite magical. And it's really a magical... It gives me goosebumps just saying.
And as you're speaking, it's like that softness leads to trust.
Yes.
And faith.
Yes.
Because, when we're not grounded, when we're not in our bodies, it's very difficult to trust or have faith. We are cut off from it, right?
Yes.
So this inward turning just keeps inviting, sort of that ripple effect of more and more trust, more and more faith. And then that faith, that trust and that faith leads to, and he said leads to concentration. It leads to the ability maybe isn't the right word, but like the openness to delve deeper, because it's the doorway into then, I claim my goodness. I say yes. And then what does my practice look like?
Yes.
I mean, that's something.
The goodness of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
We could just blab on forever, but no.
But I would add another thing.
Yeah.
I would say, and it's acceptance. And acceptance.
Say more.
So you have faith. What did you say before faith? What was it?
Well, trust.
Well,
I said softness, but strength. Like the being in your body allows for softness because you're stronger, so you can be soft within the strength.
Yes. And all this becomes soft.
And then that leads to trust, that leads to faith, that
Acceptance.
leads to acceptance of
you,
of
the practice, of where you are in it, not
exactly in the moment,
not we judge ourselves all the time. How long have you been doing that? Because
it's pervasive.
Yes. And so it's like it's okay. It's okay where I am at this moment in time.
And Justin's phrase is, don't stick pins in yourself. That's what he said. Don't stick pins in yourself.
Yes.
You know, like it's amazing for someone who was born in 1917, that he was 16. He was so aware of all the parts of all what it meant to be human. You know, he went through his hard times. He was not, you know, he really, he was human. He was a human being. For me, that's important to remember, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
it's
of course.
You know, anyway.
Do
you want to say more about acceptance? Because do we want to return to that at all? Like,
well, the acceptance becomes also a connection to yourself.
Yeah, back to connection.
You know? Yes. Yeah, we are talking about remembering connection. So remembering, it's in the body.
Yeah.
Are you accepting even you as this?
Yeah.
You know, with all the things you don't like, but and it's starting to appreciate even that. Can you look at yourself in the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh,
that is one of the best things anyone could do. I think who's teaching Tai Chi Chih, or also students who are learning, is like encourage them to become friendly with their image in the mirror, and it can be very vulnerable. It can be very challenging, but to really work with seeing yourself in the mirror, and you see many things. It's another strengthening, I feel, of true connection, because it's important. I don't know.
It is.
When you have access to a mirror that can,
But I also remember, you know, when I came to Tai Chi Chih, I didn't realize I was in such a bad shape. Physically, I thought, oh, well, it's part of getting old, you know. But no, I was really putting a lot of stress on myself. And then Tai Chi Chih opened something. You know, I never asked, does she know what she's doing? I never really asked that. And I was always leery of everybody before that. And I went and signed my name. Something happened. We did, maybe 6 repetitions of bass drum. How can that change your life? But it did. And I'm grateful for that. And then something happens. And when I met... So I asked, where is Justin? You know, when my teacher said, would you like to become a teacher? I said, no, but I'll go to the training because I wanted more. That was that wanting more. Something was there. I didn't know what. And so, the training was a great thing. And I'm still here teaching, which I didn't know I was going to do. But... when I met Justin, little by little, many things changed. And what changed? Joy came back into my life. I felt like a little girl with that man. I would skip around going to say hi to him. You know, I felt that light. And thank you.
Well, and what I loved is his ability to work with each individual person in what they needed for their growth. You know, he worked with each person in very different ways, and I keep returning that. But part of connection is not the eradication of our beautiful individuality.
True.
We are all individual shining lights of sparks of, you know, I'll say God, I like to use that word, but like sparks of chi, sparks of the divine, whatever you want to call it, you know, sparks of, you know, knowledge of the supreme ultimate, and that we can trust the patient unfolding of that. Like, there's no rush. We don't have to be in a rush. Every time I'm in a rush, I know I'm off track, honestly. I mean, I work with impatience. I'm very, for myself especially, but also that spills out into others, and it doesn't help other people when I'm like, come on already, you know. So I work with that, and I know I'm off track when I'm impatient. You know, and Justin has said, impatience is the opposite of faith. So that brings us full circle back to faith. You know, he put those two words together. Impatience is the opposite of faith. So when I think of connection, and I think of that what, you know, going back to the very beginning of our conversation, you know, ease and silence and peace, and I keep, dantian, a feeling of being at home, then there is nowhere to go. There's simply just, resting in and then following what wants to show up next. Well, how can I say yes without even knowing what it is, but that there's a receptivity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And does it mean it's easy every day?
No.
Not at all.
But no, my God.
Oh.
Here, cheers to being human. What do you say? Yay. Good thing we can laugh about it.
Oh,
not always, but in this moment anyway.
Yes. So Tai Chi Chih is about emptying our cups.
Yeah.
Our cups.
Yeah.
Our cup.
Yeah. Yeah. Every moment, every
moment, everybody.
Yeah.
So it's, he said at the beginning, I remember when he said, every time you do Tai Chi Chih, it's cumulative. But also you are erasing those vasanas.
Yeah.
And do you have to think about it? No, but it's there.
Yeah.
And we are doing something that's glorious in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Because...
Right. To say yes to claiming the glory of yourself.
Yes.
Is to say yes to Tai Chi Chih.
Yes.
Right?
It's
to the capacity of what it has to offer. It sounds like a sales pitch, which is like not the intention. But the inspiration is for us to find within ourselves. And that's where I keep turning it. Like we're having a conversation. People will see it, they'll take what they like, and they'll leave the rest. Of course, everybody's free. Everybody's free. But to get curious, with your body and your heart, what more might I be open to inviting in through Tai Chi Chih is a worthy question, maybe. Mm-hmm. For me, for you, not for me, but for you and you and you and you and everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's about saying yes.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. Remembering connection is like saying yes.
Saying yes.
Yeah.
Because that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah. Maybe that's
we
all.
don't see it always. But
no.
Yeah, it's all. Accepting everybody where they are. Accepting yourself of where you are. And saying, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll do better next time.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
And it's okay. Also.
Yeah.
So.
Do we want to pause for a second?
Yeah, because I don't even know how long we've been talking.
Maybe we've been going for about an hour, so we can see. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for listening and joining us, and welcoming ourselves anew. One of the Justin was very encouraging of like how important it is to attend the conference each year, because we get to reignite our connections with each other, and remembering connection is as important, remembering our connections with each other and what Tai Chi Chih means to us individually, and together. And so welcome to you and to all of us to this remembering connection in its multifaceted, dimensional meaning. It is multidimensional in its meaning.
Yes.
So welcome.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. All of you.
All of you.
Yes.
That's a wrap.
And we will, that's a wrap. And we'll see you next year.
In person.
In person.
Yes, in Albuquerque.